Welcome back to our final broadcast, ladies and gentlemen.
We really want to show you the original song. You know what it is, but the copyright demons won't let us.
All right.
Wow.
National Nightmare is over, and this is Eric's way of addressing the copyright demons.
Wow.
Obviously, you know what the real song is. It is YMCA, but I can't play even the entry chorus to that, so I stripped that out, put in a little AI song for people to enjoy, and we can celebrate this moment that, what is it, 10 years or 11 years of the Colbert.
It's been that long, really?
Is
Eric?
behind us. Yes, it is.
Oh my God.
Apparently Stephen Colbert will be our competition soon because
No,
they're
what a
moving to
shock.
podcasts.
Go back and show the episode where I predicted all three would be dethroned and head to podcast. When was that episode?
I do not recall, but he is going, and give the guy credit. He's going to be a douche to the end. He bragged about using the copyrighted Peanuts music during the finale. Oh, I hope this doesn't cost CBS any money. What a witty guy. Obviously, the Giardi or Giraldi, I don't know how to say his name, family may sue over it.
I hope they do.
I hope they do, but it is. I hope that CBS can pull it out of his contract because he's doing stupid routines like that and throwing the furniture off the roof and other immature things. And I'm not the only one. You're not the only one who won't miss him. There's Rob Schmidt did a little bit on this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden did it. He's our next president.
Donald Trump is a fascist.
Well, thank God we don't have to listen and watch that guy anymore. Stephen Colbert, everybody. The Democrat mouthpiece posing as a late-night comedian, no longer going to be on CBS after tonight. His show is ending. And ahead of tonight's final episode, the liberal media is all in mourning.
And the sad thing about our guy leaving is, I guess his final guest was Paul McCartney. Who,
what difference does it make?
Well,
yeah,
no, I think
I know,
it's,
yeah.
What I find amusing about it is Paul McCartney was on Saturday Night Live like a week or so ago. So I'm like, even then, you can't get somebody unique. Obviously McCartney happens to be doing the rounds right now. So congratulations. You got a guy doing the rounds.
It's a minor thing, but I'm just glad to see him go, Eric. It took a while, but we got him. And Kimmel's next. Kimmel, they're going to focus on Kimmel next. Yeah. Then, and I, as I said on this show, I think over a year and a half ago, that they will not be replaced. This is a lost leader, and they lose money on these spots. As I've said before.
Well, and I have heard that argument that that particular segment is nothing more than a promotional block for the network and whatever they have coming up. Do you agree that Fallon maybe will eke it out because he's kind of the more neutral, old-fashioned?
No.
Tonight show's the oldest and original.
Nope. Lost leader. All going to go.
All right.
All going to go. Him not for political reasons. They're all economic reasons. Look, I mean, Colbert, the show lost money. I mean, Kimmel's losing money. That it's just end of the day. is just waking up from a woke stupor and saying, we've got to make some money here, you pieces of shit. Now get out. I mean, to sum it up, I mean, that's really what's happening.
Wow. Well, I find it
years ago. You're correct. I mean, they did make money, but not anymore. Not
well,
anymore.
Years ago it was appointment TV. I mean, my parents
They're done. They're
might
done.
have watched it a few minutes. I think many people growing up were watching Johnny Carson every night, and later Jay Leno every night. You know, it was kind of like a way to tune down for the evening. They had good ratings and goodwill all at the same time, not this attack.
Whole different thing after COVID, right? Whole different thing.
Well,
yeah, I mean, the
kind
past
of a
6
douche
years
canoe before COVID.
No, but I mean, after they came back from COVID, it was just like mad dog click, just nonstop, you know, savagery.
I think that and Corbin may have shown them a path too, because they started to get more views off of little clips that were playing on YouTube, like, you know, short segments that were on X, or, you know, formerly Twitter and YouTube. And I feel like the clips actually were doing better than the show itself. Another example of that is Scott Jennings is kind of the only person who's doing well on CNN. But even that show, apparently the ratings on that show are awful, but the clips are viral. So it's the viral clips of, you know, Scott Jennings burning them.
Well, we've got some nice clips, thanks to you, and some nice shorts. And people out there who see them, don't be deceived into thinking it's a new show. That's why Eric wrote the actual word clips
in the title.
Yes.
And in the description.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and I thought we can discuss it at the meetup, Eric, when people show up with all their questions on June 27th, almost a month from now, in Anaheim, California. And we can discuss all of these different issues with our major supporters who will be there for our board of directors meeting, quote unquote, and for our live show, panel discussion, Q&A, dinner, drinks, everything that comes with it, including little desserts and coffee and just nonstop jibber jabber. We've done this before, and we get a solid repeat crew, Eric, right? There seems to be a solid core nucleus of supporters who show up for every meetup. And there's always new people, which is nice, who can make it to Southern California this time. We've been all over the country. I guess at some point we'll get up to Minnesota, up in the north, whatever that area is up there, the upper northern Midwest, I think they refer to it as. But basically, we've been all over the place.
We have, but yes, central. I mean, unless you count Dallas, but that's so far south that I don't know. We haven't really done central or central north. I mean, that'd be good. I mean, if we want to technically do it central, we go to Kansas City.
We'll go to Alaska too.
Exact.
What about the starving poor people of Alaska? We could go there and cover the senatorial race and see who wins that one. So you got the two far north, west and east women Senate races, right? You got the woman in Alaska and the woman in Maine. One running against the Nazi Party and another one running, I don't know, in some jungle primary up there. I'm not sure who the other candidates are, but it would be almost impossible for them to flip both of them, those states, Eric.
Well, especially Alaska, because apparently since her husband died, she kind of inherited the seat or whatever it was. She has it completely rigged in her favor.
All right, knock yourself out, red lady. Whatever you got to do up there, hunt moose, just bring home the bacon.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But we
Collins
hope to see
is pretty solid just by years.
The 27th of June. I don't know if Eric's got a little flyer he could show us.
It's actually, yeah.
Is this it here? Yeah, 27th of June.
Yep.
Which is great. I think about 5 o'clock, and then we have dinner. We have a sit down. It's buffet dinner, but there's sit down, tables with silverware and everything else. So that's kind of nice. Tablecloths, round tables, sit together as a group or meet new friends. We'll do a show, then a Q&A, and we'll go to like 10 o'clock at night. The hotel is absolutely spectacular. It's a Marriott. There's a secret code where you can get how much of a discount do they offer? Do you remember?
I think it's like around 20%, but
It's 20% off of the rooms, which are insane looking rooms. You could walk across the street to an obscure place called Disneyland if you want. You could go to the Angels game. You could go to Knott's Berry Farm. You could drive down a little further, see the Padres. There's a lot of stuff to do there.
Convention Center is like right up next to it. Apparently.
They've got that video convention thing going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. So it's the summer, June 27th. We hope to see you there. Everybody knows where we're going to be, and we'll have some fun doing it. And the food is going to be delicious, by the way.
Absolutely.
Why don't we go, honey? That's a great idea, Mrs. Johnson. Talk your husband into getting off his fat ass.
Just point your phone at the screen and head on over there.
Yeah.
Always a good choice and good idea. Let me see what we have next. All right. Well, big story that just broke today is Tulsi is officially leaving, and hey, Joe Kent, take notes. There are ways to resign, and there are ways not to resign.
Well,
now, Joe Kent is the example of how not to resign.
Right.
Whereas Tulsi, not surprisingly, because in general, people who agree, disagree, whatever, will find her a fairly classy lady. She not only, resigns, but she set her end date effective June 30th. So while our event goes on, she'll still be National Security or DNI, but then she's leaving 3 days after that. But
to be fair,
that's how you leave. You put in notice.
To be fair, it's apples and oranges. She's leaving for her husband's tragic bone cancer situation, and Joe Kent was leaving for political reasons. Whether you agree with Joe Kent or not, these are two different storylines on leaving the administration. Hers for legitimate family reasons that are rather abrupt, involving bone cancer, and his for whether you like him or not, for political reasons.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But regardless of the reason, the methodology just was brutal and sucked.
Okay.
What he did.
Not defending him. I'm just saying.
Right.
Two different reasons for doing this.
Oh, of course. And then we have another example, from the same department that happened actually just before Tulsi, a couple days ago now.
And we just mentioned her.
The fox is out of the hen house.
We had just mentioned her, and this story broke. Not that there's any connection, but I was wondering where she went. She uses what I believe is a phony family excuse that she has a daughter. Well, she had a daughter before she started, and she has a daughter afterwards. She also has a husband, for Christ's sakes. Her excuse was very feeble, and she may have been forced out. So that's a third different story at this part. This is a woman who, in her memoir, said that she drove through the Lincoln Tunnel the day after 9/11 when everything was shut down, so she can observe the wreckage of the World Trade Center, thereby leading her to join the CIA. Apparently, she's the only one who could have gone through that tunnel, as the entire city was shut down except for her. And that's when I read the memoir for the first time. That's when I realized she was full of shit.
Yes, and then you consulted our Al, who
was
Al Gonzalez at the time.
Active New York City police said it was impossible. Yeah.
Right, and he was active and on the job. He wasn't retired at that point, I believe. Mm-hmm. So he confirmed it.
That's true.
But my theory is, and I could be wrong, is obviously internally they probably knew that Tulsi was leaving, and Amaryllis is probably leaving because Tulsi's leaving.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I mean, moving along.
I don't think there's any connection to that. But she may run for something else. I mean, she may be leaving for some other political reason. I don't think so. I think that she had enough of this reporting for duty office job, and it was a commission. It was a presidential commission on intelligence, I think it was. So it wasn't like a paid job, Eric. It was a non-paying volunteer advisory role given to her because of RFK Jr. as
Yeah, it's a weird
part of the
position.
compensation for your friends and relatives package.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It was kind of a weird position, though. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's better than she wanted to be the head of the CIA. Remember the negotiations?
Oh, yeah.
She settled for this, and I think she's had just about enough of it. It's not what she wanted, and she's married to Bobby Kennedy III, the son of RFK Jr. So there's that, and he's a fledgling Hollywood director. So there's that. She's a failed Hollywood actress, so there's that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on this bone.
Oh, and maybe they're making a new film.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, she did appear in his previous work.
Yeah,
and she has her Netflix thing.
The drug series. Yeah, no, that was her. Dude, in a lot of ways, she was like the Duchess of whatever over there.
Marco?
Like Markle. Yeah, I mean, she married a Kennedy, American royalty. Markle married a royalty, British royalty. They got a Netflix series. She had a Netflix series. Very similar career paths.
True, just without as much firepower.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the trajectory you have the Obamas. That's like the peak of the grift of the Netflix Spotify, deal. Just under them, you have the Harry and Meghan Markle deal, and then I'm going to say she's kind of down a little bit.
Well, she did this before them. Keep in mind, her drug series and stuff on Netflix was before both of them.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. And I think that the Markles were ahead of the Obamas, but by just a skosh.
Yeah, I think so.
But all of them seem to be gone at the moment. But anyway, next story. I don't really follow sports. No surprise to anyone who's watched the show for a while, but this is an individual who I think is very, very popular and well liked by a lot of people. Kyle Busch apparently was found dead yesterday.
Sounds like a heart attack or something. I don't really know what happened. Either does anybody else at this point. So I don't know what to say about it. Could be a heart attack.
I know. I was to say, all I know is he is 41 years old, and I guess they found him in a racing simulator with like blood coming out of his nose or something.
Oh, weird.
So
autopsy will advance this story a little bit further.
Yeah,
sad day for racing, that's for sure.
Somebody had said that he had an injury at his house, like within the last month, like he fell and harmed his leg really badly, and there could have been some sort of infection. I don't know. I do know that he is a well-regarded, well-known.
Absolutely.
So, and somebody just wrote he was a top 5 driver of all time.
Yeah, no. He's up there. He's up there.
Like you think about Dale Earnhardt Sr., who, passed away racing in that kind of sport, which is so dangerous and so on the edge. It is kind of surprising. If you see 41, you assume it's a race, and then you're like, oh, no, apparently not. So I don't know. But anyway, he will be missed, I think, by many, many, many folks. Now we've got some follow-up news. We covered Nick Shirley, doing that viral video that kind of put him on the map even more. He was doing stuff before that point, but that's what he really got known for. JD Vance shouted him out, everybody else. Apparently an owner of the daycare in his viral video charged as part of a $4.6 million fraud scheme.
Oh boy.
So not a good.
No, I mean the funny part of the story is
she looks happy.
Yeah, I mean she looks happy. She looks guilty. I don't know if that's a mugshot or her driver's license photo or what, but she does not look so pleasant in that one.
It looks like a wanted poster.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty intense.
Crap. Wow.
I mean, good God.
Good luck. See you in court, honey.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, there is another individual who was.
Oh, this one's great, Eric. This is dude. You can't make this up. This is $90 million. He tried to make a run for it. Hold on, I just want to read his name so you know it sounds like an American name. Yeah, a little bit. Mohammed Abdul Qadir Omar, 32, was charged by indictment of 1 count of conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud. $3.3 million scheme. But his attempt to get away is the best part of the story. Jumping off the balcony. Let's see what happens here.
Before I begin my crux of my remarks, I need your help. On the screen, you will see a subject. You will see a subject depicted on the screen here of an individual who was a target of the investigation this morning. That individual is currently on the run after having jumped out of a fourth story balcony. I want you to get a good look at him right now. You'll see him. You'll see him running here. He is currently on the run.
Wow! Oh my God!
If you recognize this individual, if you know this individual, if you can provide any information,
come on, you can make it, buddy.
Related
come
to this
on, get up.
I would encourage you to call 1-800 call FBI.
Fourth floor, for real.
Yeah, FBI, or go to the internet at www.tips.fbi.gov.
Well, they already got him, so it was effective. He was arrested immediately. So that was effective, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the guy.
It might have helped that he seemed to be slowed down a little bit. I mean, fourth floor is not
$90 million in taxpayers' money. It's just a bottomless pit out there in Minnesota. They're just a wonderful state of sewage and sleaze and corruption. We were led to believe that this was the Elsie the cow, pleasant state when they brought in millions of grifters from an African country. What the F did they expect to happen?
Not only an African country, but
the worst.
Does everybody forget about Black Hawk Down?
Right. No, of course.
I mean, it's
their reward is to be brought to Minnesota to drive BMWs and steal Medicare money.
Yeah, and there's other rewards, Mark. They can always become a congresswoman.
Oh.
Now, supposedly, it's getting exhausting. And
I can't even go there.
If it was Kash Patel, I wouldn't even bother with this.
Right.
It is JD Vance saying it now, so maybe I don't know. Vance
Stop saying it.
Ilhan
Just do
Omar
it.
is under DOJ investigation for immigration fraud.
Just arrest this fucking bitch already, Eric. It's enough. For the love of God, have some decency at long last, sir. Somebody arrest her for something.
I mean,
what does this bitch have to do to get arrested, for Christ's sakes?
Maybe jump out a fourth floor window.
Oh, she will. I wouldn't be surprised if she flees the country with her ill-gotten gains. Take away her passport. Take away her passport. She may flee. I know it sounds crazy, but other people have had their passports removed for lesser crimes.
It's not completely crazy, and others have speculated that she will do it. And I guess there have been Somalians who have come here, grifted, got the money, and went back to Somalia.
Absolutely, dude. The Armenians do it here all the time in LA. The Armenians do it all the time. As they're indicted, they post bail and they flee.
And I don't know what the cost of living difference is, but I'm going to make an assumption.
It's 100 to 1.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she may have been funneling money there for years. Have a house there, a nest egg, a bank account, a hole in the backyard filled with cash. Who the hell knows? But stop giving her so much warning is the point I'm trying to make. It's allowing her to shred documents, send money overseas, find a house, get a plane ticket, do all this stuff. Stop telegraphing this. What is so difficult about this police work, Eric?
I agree.
Why do they keep telling these perps that they're going to arrest them someday? So this has been going on for 1 year.
Only that. It might even be longer. I don't know.
It may have been longer, but this imminent arrest has allowed her to prepare for every single contingency on the planet Earth. She probably has a GoFundMe thing just for legal money already.
Yeah, and I mean, and again, it wouldn't take much. I mean, what she have 30 million? Well, I don't know, range between 6 million and 30 or 50 million. We have no idea, but
I mean, they are literally putting out these statements. The press is not going up to them going, by the way, are you going to indict Omar this week? It's them saying this out of the blue, unprompted. The press isn't going up and saying this to these people. They're putting this out. What are you trying to do? Smear her or give her a way out? She's unsmearable at this point. You know, I mean, what do you want? The Republicans to look down on her? Come on. I mean, come on, Eric.
I agree. I keep waiting for it to happen. But
oh my God.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But you know what? We've been waiting to happen, and it's finally actually happened.
What? Tell me.
Well, what is something that could be important to our channel that finally?
Oh, free buffet. A free buffet.
Not exactly.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, to help Mark out, we have a sponsor.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
Hunley.
Touché, Hunley.
Let's check this out. Hey there. Before we go any further, Mark and I want to quickly thank today's sponsor, Surfshark. You already know that you need a VPN to protect your privacy, but Surfshark goes way beyond the basics. They just rolled out 2 incredible new tools. First is the web content blocker, which gives you excellent parental controls for when you have family over and don't want the little ones traveling to the darker corners of the internet. Second is the email scam checker. You can check your email in your inbox and see if it is a scam or phishing attempt. This takes the guesswork completely out of your security. Another fantastic value is that one Surfshark subscription covers unlimited devices. A lot of software subscriptions lock you down to 5 devices or fewer, and you can run out quicker than you think. Just look at my house. Between our computers, tablets, and phones, plus the Apple TV, we have 8 devices. You probably have something similar in your family. Plus, I know a lot of you watch America's Untold Stories and other shows right on your televisions. Surfshark has apps for all platforms: PC, Mac, Linux, Android, iOS, smart TVs, Amazon Fire TV, Stick, Apple TV, Chrome, Firefox, even Xbox and PlayStation. This is a massive feature because it means you can use Surfshark to easily geolocate to different regions and unlock international shows directly on your TV. You don't have to deal with the awkwardness of trying to cast from your phone or hooking up a laptop just to watch something that isn't available in your market. Now, we've got an exclusive deal for you. Go to surfshark.com/AUS and use code AUS at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Again, that's surfshark.com/AUS and use code AUS for 4 extra months. The link and code are also down in the description. Now, let's get back to the show. And we are...
Eric's so professional on these reads. I'm just really proud that how he didn't write it, but I mean, he reads these really well.
Well, thank you. Actually, I did write it.
I again applaud Eric for reading and writing the copy that was just depicted.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Somebody said I should be a singer. You will regret that comment. I will not sing, and the world is better for
Well, I don't know about singing, but you could definitely do copy for commercials. That's for sure. And I'll tell you something. This thing is, I'm going to try this thing because what is it? Money back guarantee or 30-day?
I'm sure they have one. I didn't look at that. You've got 4 months, though.
Oh, 4 months. Right. Okay. I'm going to try this for 4 months and see. This might be the greatest thing ever, Eric. You know, is this considered what you people call in the business a VPN?
It is. It is.
Okay, I'm learning. See, but more. It's like VPN plus.
Exactly. So the VPN is his core product,
right?
But things like the spam check in the email, you know, like is this a phishing or a spam?
What's that? That's something else. That's a newer thing, right?
Yeah, and if you
that's the part that interested me.
Yeah, and get solicited all the time with emails, and they're getting better and better at it. Not all of it gets caught in the junk filter. Some of it gets through, and you're like, well, wait a minute. No, I didn't get a speeding ticket that I didn't pay.
In Florida on a rental car that I actually rented and drove in no lane that I didn't have a card for. That's my favorite phishing one.
Exactly. So
yeah, try it at home. I think you guys will like it. It'll support the channel, which is very important. And if you don't like it, you don't like it, but try it. You know, you got it for free for a while, and There's a lot of bells and whistles here, so it's not going to kill you to support. I'm talking to you, Charlie, the fat guy on the couch. That's right, you. Try it.
Yes, and you can even, the farther you go out, the cheaper it gets. So I mean, you can buy like 2 or 3 years in a block and just be like, okay, I'm locked in on VPN. Don't have to think about that for a long time.
But you're right. I didn't know how many devices I had until I saw that commercial last week and realized I have 8. Maybe more. I don't know. I'd have to look under the couch. It may be additional devices. I'm going through my head right now, but maybe some extra ones in storage.
Yeah, it is startling, and it's easy to forget that when you're like, well, I'm not the only one who's going to use it. And if there's anybody else in my household or whatever, yeah, you'll be like, oh, great. I only have 5 devices, so sorry. Okay, you can't have it on your phone, and we've got to, only one iPad and 1 computer.
Wow. No, this covers everything, huh?
It does. Definitely well worth it. Now, somebody who wants to cover everything is, we have another female teacher.
No, really? This is shocking.
This one.
Wait, what's today? What day? Today's Friday? Okay.
It's a day that ends with Y, so anything is possible.
Anything's possible in this abuse of power. Go on.
Absolutely. Well, here's the twist.
What's this one?
A teacher who allegedly had sex with student in school closet, now accused of abusing 5 more, including a girl. And by the way,
is this a girl teacher?
Would be another term for a male.
Wait, is this a girl teacher or a male teacher?
Yes, it's a female teacher. So she's with 5 guys and a female. Yes, that's right.
Oh my lord.
So
she fits the profile so well. They usually look underage. They're usually very attractive. They're usually married. And they usually are chippy like her, and usually apparently clueless about this thing, and sexual predators.
Yeah.
So, I've been covering this story for 11 years, way before I met Eric. I've been covering the story. I covered it even when I was a journalist before I even got on the internet. That's how long this has been going on. They refuse to put cameras in the classrooms. It is the only place in our society that does not have cameras, and it's our most valuable commodity, our children. Now, people, of course, critics say, Mark, they're not going to do it on camera. Oh, yeah? I think the cameras would intimidate them from doing anything in the classroom. That's the power of having the cameras. There's a reason they are fighting to the death with the teachers union to prevent cameras in the classrooms. That's why we need cameras in the classrooms. It's not that we're going to see actual porn, although we may.
No. I personally would not rule that out.
I would not rule that out either.
You live in the area, but part of the reason that reality TV works, from what I understand, is that over time, people
relax. Yeah, they relax.
And they just start doing stupid things.
There's also a reason that they make it draconianly insane for a student to use his cell phone video on any teacher at all. Why is this such a big deal? In our entire society, we can videotape police, we can videotape firemen, we can videotape homeless, we can videotape with our cameras anybody in American society except the classroom. What is it that's so precious that we can't record them doing their job? Please, for the love of God, tell me why we can't have cameras in every classroom, K through 12 in the United States, in lieu of getting federal money, Eric.
Yes, and just for the one defense that I know is out there, we're not talking about putting cameras in the classroom pointing at students.
No, we're talking about their heads.
Oh, not even the back of their heads. It'd be over their heads to the front of the classroom.
Well, that's to be determined later. That's fine.
I'm just pointing out that you can have the students.
What do you think? What do the people
with no
think?
problem?
They think that there's a roving camera showing their faces. When I'm offering this, of course, it's in the back as a security camera.
Right.
Yeah.
So the kids will be fine. You're not exposing them.
Say that it will show their faces.
I'm eliminating the argument before it comes up.
Okay, gotcha.
Because when you say cameras in the classroom, somebody.
I thought somebody said that. I thought somebody said that.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Woo, restore my
Trust it.
faith in human intelligence.
Okay. Well, go ahead and have your faith. Speaking of faith in human intelligence, and while we're on the perversion route here, sadly, conservative family values sheriff, who's running for Congress right now and apparently endorsed by Trump. Well, he and his wife, I guess, are swingers, potentially, allegedly, and outraged women are saying that their marriage has been destroyed. This is the couple. With,
Oh my God.
Donald.
What the hell's going on? Arizona is like ground zero for this stuff. I got to tell you. What is the deal with Arizona and swingers? It's like they're 40 years out of the 70s. They're 40 years too late for this phenomenon.
Well, it's California, and it just moves over. So,
well, it took 40 years.
And they'll keep rolling as it goes.
This has been over since the 70s, and now it's like the mullet of sexual oddities, and it's in Arizona. Like the long hair finally came to Alabama, like in 1995.
That's right, but he's a happy camper, and then these.
Well, he was a happy camper. Is that on his nipple? That thing?
It's just
on his chest.
This is and this is her.
Oh.
Tattoo. This woman here, I guess, Tammy Peacock. Had an affair with him for a while, and supposedly he threatened her with revenge porn charges to shut her up. She claims,
right?
And I guess she had him tattooed somewhere. I don't want to know where, but there is a tattoo. So
if I was a reporter, I would simply ask him, not that I would spend so much time on it, but I would simply say, can you please tell me your definition of family values for your campaign?
Now, to be fair, apparently they're denying it. So,
okay.
I'm going to stick with allegedly, and
all right,
they're denying
allegedly then until
shake
we have more information, or the reality show that's coming next year on Netflix, The Sheriff's Wife.
This is her book.
That's the book.
Yeah, it looks like she's dropped some weight recently.
Show. Yeah, Ozempic is working for her marvelously. Look at that.
Yeah, it's kind of something weird here.
Go Zempic.
Like somebody types in sheriff something on his belt. Okay, that's weird. Oh, and there is the Tulsi. Hey, see, we can do a callback.
Okay.
So, all right. Let's see what Trump had to say about the guy.
Oh, he's got something to say.
Who I've been friends with for a long time. Mark Lamb.
Good guy. Great guy.
A sheriff who I've been friends with for a long time. Sheriff Mark Lamb. Sheriff.
Are you repeating it?
I don't know.
Good to see you, Sheriff. Got the look, right? I want to get one of those hats, Sheriff. Tell me where. Tell me where you got it. Wouldn't have to worry about my hair. I could just put that. I hear you're doing great in the polls, Sheriff, too.
All right. So.
We just got the support of two.
Well, I mean, he endorses so many people. I'm sure he can't.
I understand that.
He's a sheriff in a small town.
Right. Well, you know what? I'm going to jump off his comment about, the hair story. Mm-hmm. And I found this is just a remarkable hair story here, which is albino buffalo named Trump goes wildly viral for its fetching blonde comb over. And this bull.
Oh my God.
Trump hair.
Oh my God. Bull Trump syndrome. Wow.
Oh, there's
that is very interesting. Very interesting. What is that hair on a bull? Is that a wig or is that really hair?
No, I think it's really the bull. It's the
bull hair.
It's
Are there any
Bangladesh.
ranchers out there in our audience? Can you tell us if that's really bull hair or not? I'm not obviously an expert on this, but any ranchers out there, cattlemen, Texas, let us know what that is.
It's a Bangladeshi bull.
Okay.
That's all I know, but look at that.
Very strange.
It's unbelievable.
Very Trumpian. Very Trumpian.
Absolutely. And speaking of Trump, I saw this and I just thought it was kind of funny and amusing. There's decent Trump impersonators out there, and this guy I think summed it up with a Trump translator. So here's another variant.
How to speak Trump. Well, Saturday. Guess I should mow the grass. Trump translation.
We're going to take care of the grass. It's that time of week. A lot of people take care of the grass on Saturdays. Some people do it other days. A lot of guys don't even take care of the grass. I do. I know all about the grass. I own a lot of grass. I have the greatest grass, and I know the best type. Some people are suggesting maybe we attack it militarily. We haven't discussed that fully. We have a lot of military technology that people don't know about that could eviscerate the grass. And I don't know if you heard about this in Springfield, Ohio. They're eating the grass. The people are eating the grass, which is disgusting, disgraceful. We don't do that here. So we're going to take care of the grass. And I'll tell you what, we're going to mow America's grass again.
Wow, brilliant. Very good. Very good.
That really is
Very
Trump
good.
style.
Impeccable. Impeccable.
Oh my God. Let me see. Somebody who has nightmares about Trump has to be the soon to be former Congressman Thomas Massey. We haven't talked about it, but Tuesday there was a runoff race, and
what are you going to do? I mean, people win, people lose. I mean, the American people have spoken. It's so funny because I didn't think he'd ever win in a million years, and either did the betting markets. I don't even know what the hell all the fuss is about, to be honest with you. I mean, the guy lost. The people of Kentucky said, "You've gone against the president we voted for, 1,000,000,000 to 1. You seem to have a Jones for Trump, and we love Trump." So they voted him out. I mean, it's not a complicated story. They're trying to make it like a revolution. The Boston Tea Party, of course, the Jews did it. They mailed in absentee ballots from Tel Aviv. I've never seen more crazy crap over a giant loss. It wasn't even close. I think it was 9 or 10 points. And how they bought the election. I looked it up. AIPAC, who are American citizens, AIPAC spent on a $33 million race. They went crazy, AIPAC, and spent $4.5 million. Everything out of their mouths are lies from the Massey camp. It's just crazy. They are saying they're going to destroy the Republican Party. They're going to destroy Trump. They're going to burn the country to the ground. They have shown their true colors, Eric, in this one congressional race. They've now been exposed for the libertarian frauds that they really are and the Trump haters that they really are. It is shocking. I had no idea these people even existed. They believe they're in the majority. They're not even in the minority. I mean, they are below the level of minority. They are in a tiny, tiny subsection of the Republican Party. And they may not even be in the party. They're probably, like you said, libertarians more than Republicans.
No, Massey's known as a libertarian.
A libertarian, right.
I just didn't realize that Israel was planning to take over Kentucky.
Yeah, he has no Jews in his district, but Israel dedicated their lives to destroying him. AIPAC, with all their money, all their influence, spend $4.5 to $5 million on commercials. God bless them, for going after this Israel Jew hater. I mean, what else are they supposed to do? Just sit back and do nothing. That's the whole point of that lobby. But nevertheless, other people spent money, and it was about a $34 million race to get him out. More power to them. When you go up against Trump, it demonstrates that if you don't kill the king and you go for the king's going to come for you.
Yeah, and you mentioned other people spent money. You mean people were supporting Thomas Massey too? Huh?
Absolutely. The money went both ways. It's a typical American election.
And they were, of course, I'm sure, all small, small pocket donors, all local, all grassroots, right? There was no foreign money from any other place.
Not that I can see. I mean, I don't see any. It's illegal to have foreign money come in, obviously. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen. I mean, on record, the only thing I could see is the 4.5 for his opponent, for Galrain, which is the whole point of the PAC. But there are other PACs donating other super PAC money to him, to Massey.
He had a lot of support.
Yeah, no,
I
again,
encourage everyone to look it up. Don't listen to
yeah,
anyone.
look it up. I mean, he lost fair and square. I'm sorry for all the fuss and muss and everything else. I wish it wasn't. These people are fanatically nuts. I don't know what their problem is with Israel. I don't know what their problem is with Trump. I don't know what their problem is with this non-shooting stalemate in the Gulf of Hormuz, where nobody's fired a shot in months. Again, these people don't complain about the Ukraine debacle. It's so hypocritical. I can't even understand what they're talking about, Eric. That's how obtuse their politics are.
But it was at least a close call, right, Mark? He barely lost, right?
Lost by nearly 10 points. Down in Kentucky, that's considered a Daniel Boone trouncing.
Especially with somebody who had 75% of the vote, I think, last round.
Yeah. Well, he went. You know what it is with these people? I think, and I'm talking about all of them together, they got drunk on their own small amount of media power, and it went to their heads. And I'm just generalizing now, for all of them. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker, Boebert, who's next, all of these people. Now there's the rhino camp of Tillis and Thune, who are still left, who look like twin brothers, who are there, who are going to replace McConnell. And there has to be a day of reckoning for what they did this week in the Senate and the House.
Well, which part? I mean, I know that they
they
shelved the War Resolutions Act and ducked out.
Right, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. But this whole thing about they're opposed to this fund for January 6ers. I could not give enough money to January 6ers in this governmental spending thing that Trump has put together in this commission. This is worse than the Japanese internment in World War II of Japanese Americans by FDR, who were compensated years later through various lawsuits. There is not enough retribution on the planet Earth for J6ers, as far as I'm concerned. Thune and Tillis hate January 6ers. They believe they were guilty. They believe they were insurrectionists. And these people have to have stakes driven through their political heart to end this insanity. And there has to be a Truth and Reconciliation Commission about the January 6ers, because this is not enough. Pardoning them, retribution financially is not enough. They have to be completely given retribution in terms of political and social justice, to use those phrases. And that has to be done maybe even outside of the Congress in some private commission or private hearings outside, to get the truth out about these body cam things that Eric talked about last week by that douchebag phony cop with the tattoos. This is not done yet.
That cop with the tattoos, by the way, I pointed out that his body cam footage was released. One of the important parts of his body cam footage being released is he had made the claim that his identity would be revealed by his tattoos,
right?
Because of his undercover work, and that was a safety concern.
Sure.
The problem is that, guess what was shown in the body cam footage?
What? He's already been
the tattoos at the time.
Oh, regardless, he's been exposed as one of the anti-J6ers and testified with the tattoos. Everybody knows who he is now.
No. My point is, though, that his claim about the tattoos is bullshit, because he didn't even have the tattoos at the time. So how?
But what difference does it make if he has tattoos? Everyone knows,
because he was claiming that they would recognize him and that put him in danger, and that's why he had to suppress and act the way he did. And it turns out that
all the way back then.
Correct.
Oh well, that ship has left the station now. So.
Oh yeah, because the body cam footage has come out saying, "Hey, by the way, he didn't have tattoos." So his story about the tattoos and his life being threatened is bullshit.
On top of everything else, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, right. I mean, if he's testifying in front of Congress and testifying in trials, then
then he's perjured himself, and let's get this guy. Let's get him. This guy. I mean, you got to go after this bird. You got to go after all of these people. Liz Cheney. You got to go after all of them, bro. You cannot let this stand. There has to be a day of reckoning. We had Jonathan Gross on one of the few attorneys who had the chutzpah to actually represent these people in the gulag of the DC jail. I mean, this cannot be let to stand. They will do it again. I know you people are fat. I know you're lazy, but please tell your representatives that this cannot stand. And then send $100 to Spencer Pratt.
Okay. All right. You sent me this. You could tell me about it. Moment Tom Steyer flies Southwest and the surprising reaction he got from passengers.
You know what? I was flying into Burbank when I saw this, and I missed him because this is at Burbank Airport. He was flying Southwest to go back to San Francisco, his spiritual base. And first of all, there's two photos. One of him putting his luggage up in the bin. And the funny part of the story is that not only was he flying Southwest, not only was he a billionaire, not only was he flying coach, nobody on the plane recognized him. Nobody knew who he was, Eric.
Well, I mean,
he's running for governor of the state of California. He has spent $147 million. You can't get through a TV show here in California without seeing his commercials. That's how impenetrable the commercials have been, and what a waste of money they have been. A study came out today by the media group, independent media group. Spencer Pratt has spent a lot of money on mainstream TV commercials. A lot of money meaning zero. Not one nickel has Spencer Pratt spent, the reverse of Tom Steyer in the gubernatorial race.
Well, there is a good side, I guess. He could save money on security.
Security? He doesn't even need anything.
That's my point, dude.
Dude, it's kind of shocking.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, so he is kind of like a Bloomberg.
Well, people recognize Bloomberg.
Well, I know
the mayor of New York, for Christ's sakes. I mean,
oh my God, literal much. My point is that you could throw all the money in the world at it. It's not going to necessarily get
that
you.
Part, yeah,
there is a parallel.
That is correct, but I'm saying the recognition of Bloomberg. I mean, people know him just in face.
All right, fair enough.
But the monetary thing, you're correct.
Let me see. What do we have here? All right, you wanted to talk about a quasi-possible segment. I don't know what we would call this.
Gee, I wonder what you're doing.
Well, it's your idea. So,
did it say anything on where we're going?
Yeah, Mark is such a boomer. He likes to take pictures of newspapers and send it and
well,
say,
thanks for ruining the segment. I don't know. So I came up with an idea for a segment for Eric where it's called Torn from the Headlines or Ripped from the Headlines. And I sent Eric some cockeyed photos that look like they were ripped from the headlines from the paper that we could cover. I know it's not rocket science. Like today, they endorsed Spencer Pratt for mayor of Los Angeles, which I thought was a big ass deal for a paper out here. And I feel that this is going to have some weight out here. And I was telling Eric before the show, I went out last night around my neighborhood and counted the lawn signs, and they were 2-1 for Pratt over Nithya. First of all, I was shocked to see a lawn sign for Spencer Pratt, as I told Eric before the show. But not only were there lawn signs, these were lawn signs in front of mansions here in Los Feliz. They outnumbered the Nithya Raman lawn signs 2-1. And it's her district. And there were 0 for Bass. I saw Pratt stuff everywhere last night. It was early evening. I went out for a walk. Shocking. And then I emailed the Pratt campaign, which must be well aware of it.
Yeah, I mean, there are good signs. As a matter of fact,
it's anecdotal as hell, but nevertheless, not a bad thing to have.
No, it's not a bad thing to have. We've got this.
This is our guest, Nathan Hochman. Eric's and I, former guest, Nathan Hochman, arrested. Hochman has been killing it, Eric. It's every day he is arresting people left and right here in LA County, because he covers the entire county. He merely charged 341 people in one day running this ring. And tip of the hat to Nathan Hochman. It's called Operation Firewall. It's in the article, it talks about different people who were arrested, but just showing you what's out there, Eric. At least 40 children were rescued in the massive 2-week sting by Nathan Hochman, the former guest of America's Untold Stories, who we endorse for District Attorney of LA. We're also endorsing, hopefully, Spencer Pratt to become the mayor, and some others who we've had success, some not all the time, but Hochman just killing it, Eric, killing it.
He is. And when it comes to straight crime, because I mean,
Yeah.
he did endorse Kamala Harris. And anyway, when it comes to straight crime, he's very, very good on that. Just law and order guy. Definitely very solid. Attack at MAGA House. This is a weird story because on its surface, it seems like somebody being attacked for being, pro-Trump and being MAGA. Apparently there's more to the story, and the individual doing the attacking supposedly suffers PTSD and is actually a Trump fan.
That I don't know. I mean, this guy has a house, like a Trump house in Escondido, and people are not happy about the Trump house with his. You could see, I don't know, Trump house, and they're calling it a Trump house, but all his flags and everything else, Eric.
Oh yeah. I mean, he definitely has a lot of that. I'm just saying that they're apparently the attacker has a lot of.
Well, this is attempted first-degree murder now.
Sure.
Not eligible for bail. He beat this man within an inch of his life. Thomas Cali Butler, 32. In connection with beating the owner of the MAGA house, who is 70 years old. I can't even show you the photo of what the guy looks like.
No.
Because it's so horrific what he did to this patriot MAGA guy. It's just shocking. But there will be a trial for him, obviously. This looks like just crazy.
From what I understand, it very well may be a first-degree murder before.
It is. Yeah, that's what it says here. Yeah. Oh,
what
I see
was
what you're
it?
saying.
Murder. No.
Right,
The
right.
wife said he's not going to recover.
Oh, yeah, he did not.
So I
look
don't
like it.
know. It's touch and go if he even survives.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyway, I just thought that was torn from the headlines this morning. These are all from this morning's paper. I just thought I hadn't sent them to Eric until this afternoon.
All right, city drug
this
worker
one.
in LA narco bust.
Eric, I had to. This is another incredible story. This guy here, just to set this up, this guy here, Christopher Johnson, is one of the NGO's heads that drives around Skid Row passing out clean needles and crack pipes. And he is part of this political movement called People Assisting the Homeless, called PATH. This is one of these NGOs that I've talked about that's involved in perpetuating the homeless drug problem legally with city money. This is taxpayer money from the city that's funneled to this NGO. He had a white BMW himself, and when they arrested him, he had 142 grams of fentanyl and 46 grams of methamphetamine. So not only was he passing out these needles and pipes, he was supplying them, as most people in this city know, with the drugs themselves, selling them the drugs and giving them the needles and syringes while working as the NGO's distributor. Just unbelievable.
Well, he knows where to find customers. Give him some credit.
Right. Absolutely loaded for bear. Again here, Bill Asaley, first assistant U.S. attorney for the Central District of California, just killing it out here. This Christopher Johnson story is amazing. It's all over the local news, so I just thought I'd bring it to the attention of the national audience.
All right. We've got this sober-minded plan. It looks like a continuation of the endorsement for Chris Pratt.
Well, no, this actually gets into the weeds of what he wants to do for the homeless, and it's based on a model out of Arkansas for the VA that built a gigantic structure to put veterans in and rehabilitate them, Eric. And then Pratt has partnered with 30 billionaires who have agreed to build this massive structure outside of the city to take the homeless to and put them into this massive rehab where they will remain in there. And when they come out, the billionaires have agreed to give them menial jobs. So not only will they be brought to this structure that will be built to put them all in under one roof by these billionaires, they will have to go in there mandatorily because they will be arrested for vagrancy, sent to this place, and when they're ready, clean and sober ready, they can come out and not just have a bed and have a revolving door, Eric. They will get a job, albeit probably a menial telephone sales job, but nevertheless, a starter job to when they get out from these 30 billionaires that Pratt has assembled.
Well, now, I mean, I'm going to go into your counseling experience. Number one, it might be a menial job, but when dealing with kicking a habit, is somebody ready to be in a high pressure job, or is a starter
No.
job
Let me reiterate.
prepared to handle?
They're not coming out. They're not being released until they're clean and sober for X amount of time. So it's not like they're coming out and becoming the CEO of Macy's. These are like usually just telephone jobs where you're.
No, I understand that. That's why I say it's good. It's what they could handle at the time.
But I wonder about this Arkansas thing, because I'd like to know more about what they did down in Arkansas. Some kind of model that they had in Bentonville, Arkansas. If anybody knows what's going on.
That's Walmart territory, by the way. So I bet you they're involved.
Arkansas,
Bentonville, I think, is a Walmart area. They might be behind that.
Bentonville, Arkansas. They have what they call a career transition facility for veterans. And wants to model the program after that. So it's structural, it's physical, and I presume they're going to be mandatorily forced into this place to get them off the street. Usually it's either jail or rehab, and some of them choose jail, oddly enough.
Yeah, you've talked about that, but it's easier to get drugs in jail, right?
I don't know about easier, but nevertheless, taking them to this facility in the desert, it's hard for them to walk out of it and just walk back to Skid Row when you're 25 miles outside of LA. So I'm really looking forward to this plan being implemented.
Oh, let's hope it works. All right. Now, what is this from Sarah Hernandez?
I got this last night. Hold on. Let me grab this. Hold on.
All right. Make some noise. This whistle is a simple tool, a tool to help us protect
I got
each
this
other.
last night in the mail, and I said, I got to show this to Hunley because we were talking about bells and whistles not being on the show. I received this in the envelope, and I am supposed to, when I see ice, I'm supposed to blow this whistle to stop ice from taking away our unhoused neighbors. Ice, alert, alert, ice. And that will stop Tom Homan in his tracks when I blow this whistle.
Wait, hold on. Can you blow the whistle again?
Did you hear it?
I did. Can you do it again?
Subscribe. Alert, subscribe. Subscribe to the show. Alert, alert. This is her, like Eric has on the screen there. This is her campaign. The whistle is a simple tool, a signal to help us protect each other. From who? I don't know from who, since this is the actual people who are by law allowed to take away people who are here illegally by law. So I don't know who's protecting who from what. But I got the free whistle, so I'm going to blow it all day long when I go outside.
All right. Well, we're testing it. Let's do it one more time.
Okay. Well, first of all, we got the bell of justice back. I couldn't find the bell.
So we'll go with that.
We'll go with the bell of justice. At the sound of this bell is when you like and subscribe. You ready?
Go for it.
There it is. There's the opening bell to like and subscribe. So we now are down to sound effects. Bells and whistles. Bells and whistles, ladies and gentlemen.
And for all you Spectrum folks out there, we apologize ahead of time. So,
I never get anything in the mail, like in the number of years. Like they used to send you stuff, Eric, for elections, like a calendar or a pen. That hasn't happened in a long time. And this is the first actual thing I've gotten in a long time.
okay. Well, you know what? On the same theme of, drugs and LA and Spencer Pratt, it looks like, well, I don't know. Maybe Karen Bass is trying to fight back and get a new constituent to vote for her.
Oh, boy.
All right, listen up. One pipe per person. Don't waste them.
Oh, God, yes. Thank you, Mayor. Settle down. There's enough for everyone.
More! I need more!
That's it. Share them wisely. Here you go. Clean syringes.
Thanks, Mayor. We need these.
Be safe. There's more coming.
Yeah, that's it.
Meth rots your teeth. You can't succeed without teeth.
Thank you, Karen Bass.
Remember,
Damn.
Spencer Pratt won't do this for you.
We appreciate it!
Oh, my Lord.
New constituency.
She's getting hammered. Oh, my Lord, Eric. So
Obviously,
dark.
it's parody,
So dark.
folks. Obviously, it's parody, but
Well, not that much. I mean, the pipe program, yesterday she was being interviewed by Politico, and she was asked about illegal alien voting that one of the gubernatorial candidates is supporting. And she said, we have to look at it as quickly as possible because our campaign is going down in flames. I don't think they're going to save her by November, but who knows with these people? They may pass legislation tomorrow to allow illegal aliens to vote here.
I agree, but I'm also very happy. It's equal opportunity. If people are making AI ads for Spencer Pratt, why shouldn't they make AI ads for Karen Bass?
I know. The Tweakers for Bass is an underserved community.
It absolutely is, and
Right.
it's finally time. They may not have teeth, but they have a voice.
Well, at least have a voice, yeah, in Karen Bass.
Exactly. All right, so we're going to talk about. This was not an AI ad.
Oh, this
that
was
they're
real.
Talking about this
Yeah.
is referring to the Prince of Bel-Air ad by Spencer Pratt and the story behind it.
So yes, that is not AI. That's real.
Whose idea was it? And how fast was the turnaround?
Excuse me. Somebody was trolling me on a TikTok and they put that music to my burnt out trailer. And so I sent it to my director. It was like, we're shooting a music video tomorrow. So I called a famous music producer and I said, I need you to recreate the fresh Prince of Bel-Air right now. Cause if it's made from scratch, it's not a sample. So he had to recreate the entire song.
Wow.
In however many hours. So then I get that sent. And then randomly the recording studio I recorded it in used to be Will Smith's production company. Come on, I swear.
No.
They're like, Will Smith used to have his production company. I'm like, this is insane. So I had Justin Bieber's vocal producer, Sean Fellon, do my vocals. And then the mix is Jason Joshua, who has 18 Grammys, who does all Beyonce's. So that is a premium level rap banger that we put out.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Within a day.
Within a day.
While
It's
doing
The
insane.
moves are tight.
That's
I mean,
When I say a day, 2 hours while in between fundraisers, an appearance
It's
in the Valley
insane what's
with
going
Mom.
on. Right.
A lot.
you did your part and said, okay, fellas, see you later.
And then
Put together the
In
pieces.
the morning, we dropped it.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things ever.
I mean, not many white guys in a suit can pull that off to that degree.
All right, so I'm going to take a chance, and those who are watching this later, because it was made as a political ad and all that, I'm going to take a chance. But
It never
there's
works.
nothing here. I'm doing this deliberately. So if there's nothing here, you'll say, "Hey, we need to go to Locals to watch this whole video, or Rumble, or somewhere else." But we're going to take a chance, and
this is
hopefully
never
this
gonna
holds
work.
on. It is a
Okay.
fantastic video.
Go ahead, Eric.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I had to take a minute to run for mayor. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air. Los Angeles, Palisades. In my backyard is where I spend most of my days. Feeding hummingbirds, relaxing all cool, avoiding all the bums outside of the school. When a couple politicians, the world to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fire, my mom got scared and said, "You're moving in with Harvey Levin in Bel-Air."
The fact he got Harvey Levin in
there
is quite remarkable too.
Remarkable.
I pulled out from my lot about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the rubble, "Yo ho, smell you later." I moved to my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air.
You know what? Is there another? You know what's really great is that everyone's unemployed in the Hollywood film industry, so they're available for Spencer Pratt to do these things in an hour. There are people here with superpowers who can do this stuff, who are paid a lot of money or were paid a lot of money when Hollywood was functioning, and they're all secretly voting for Pratt and helping him. More importantly, he had a block party in South LA in Crenshaw on Sunday or this past weekend, mostly Black and Latino, just completely embracing him, saying Karen Bass sucks. And to hear it coming out of African Americans' mouths that she's a fraud makes you wonder who her base really is. It's really West LA white liberals who are her power base.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And as a matter of fact, you sent me this clip, which I had to remove music on this one. But this is Spencer Pratt just talking off the cuff a little bit on the
Oh, yeah.
Basura is a communist. Now, when I was 19, 20, I was living in an apartment on Skid Row, getting my political science degree at USC. That's as LA as it gets, dude.
Yep.
You know what Karen Basura was doing at that age? You guessed it, going to Cuba to support the communist revolution and Fidel Castro's oppressive regime. What? Karen Basura is a card-carrying member of the Communist Front Group, the Venceremos Brigade, an anti-American communist solidarity organization in which she actively worked for years to undermine the U.S. and prop up the communist revolution in Cuba. Does this sound normal to you? Who in the heck spends their 20s supporting a violent communist dictatorship in a foreign country? What were you doing at 19 years old?
And he goes for 5
Dude, it's
minutes.
unbelievable. A political rant of historical proportions off the cuff. I didn't know he had a degree in political science. He had a BA at a USC. They've been deriding him as a Trumpian apprentice, talking head who was on a reality show 20 years ago. This guy lives, and it's not me, but he lives, breathes, and is Los Angeles. And, his father's a doctor. He grew up here. He was born here, raised here. The reason I thought it was important that he had this political science degree is that Karen Bass has nothing. And she's the freaking mayor. She doesn't have anything. Now, Raman has a degree. She went to Harvard, has a political science degree, which is fine for Nithya Raman in third place. But Bass has nothing compared to what Spencer Pratt has. And maybe why she's run the thing into the ground.
And remember, though, they've been representing him as an idiot who has no experience or anything else. Well, it turns out he's the guy with the degree.
Yeah, not only the degree, but this video of him just walking and talking about the brigade that Karen Bass was part of. I know about it, and people who know the Fidel Revolution know about it. They were smuggling guns down into Cuba. This was already in the 80s, and she was already doing this after coming out of college. She went down there dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Like he said, who's doing this in their 20s other than avowed communists, which she has hidden since that time.
And
I'm sorry to spend so much time on Spencer Pratt, but I'm trying to avoid LA becoming like Mandami in New York. So, I mean, there's a reason that this is important nationally. I'm trying to prevent, and hopefully with other people, the falling of the second city to a Marxist situation, and this may be our last hope here of our major cities, Eric.
Well, also like the weather, a lot of shit starts in California and comes right across. So if the worst of the worst can turn, that could be a sign for everything ahead. Because
and the best for the best, if in reverse, if a white male can take LA, anything's possible in this country in the next couple of years. Let me put it that way.
Nate the lawyer's here. And yes, turns out Pratt is the one with the degree.
Right. That's what we're talking. Nate, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. He's got a legitimate BA in political science from not an obscure school. He has it from USC. That's why he lived on Skid Row in a studio apartment when he was going to college.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally believe it. Now, I mean, this guy is obviously busy. I mean, and he performed very well in that 2-hour block. I think he put together, a great performance in the different locations, wherever he was doing, a great form. And even when he did the smelling, all of that, I mean, really well acted and everything else.
Oh, well, he's comfortable in front of the camera. He really is.
Very comfortable. But he obviously had to have a little bit of help. And I think personally that while Karen Bass is trying to attract the tweakers, I think he had another substance. And it's possible, I won't say for sure, but it's just possible he may have had some America's Untold.
Wait a minute.
Breakfast blend coffee. Blah, if I could learn to talk. See, I've had so much of the coffee, my tongue doesn't work any longer.
Oh, you did good on the other commercial.
Well, there you go. It's always helpful. But the good thing is, you too could have some of our own custom flavor breakfast blend coffees. There's 2, Supreme Breakfast Blend or the Magic Bullet Blend. I'm still trying to talk them into decaf, but most of our audience probably doesn't want the decaf. They want to have,
dude, who the hell wants decaf?
Ready to go. And we're giving 2 options. And just like the meetup, just like Surfshark, you can point your phone at the screen. Boom, this will take you to the location. And it's selling like hotcakes. I'm very proud to say I've heard back that our audience are among his top selling flavors.
Hey, let's bring some to the meetup like we did last time, Eric.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Right. We will work on doing that and forcing them to prepare it in the kitchen, hopefully, because that's the other trick. Is
they did that the last time. They
did do that. Yes.
Joyfully.
So, but you don't have to wait until June.
No.
You can always get some now, get a taste of it and enjoy it. I'm very, very sure you will like that very much. And, I wanted to share this clip that I saw going around. It just cracked me up.
What?
You know how we complain that you've got to be careful with, these tiny little females, the Secret Service, and, small cops, small firefighters.
It could be a man too, for Christ's sake. I mean,
it can be. It can be. Well, it turns out that there's another profession that size may actually be a factor, as shown in this video.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Sound good.
He's doing pretty well.
What is she doing?
She's trying to hold the dog.
What the hell's going on here?
She's trying to work with a Great Dane and hold the Great Dane back there.
It's a vet? A vet?
Yeah, it's a vet tech.
Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. I like the music that goes with it. The funny music.
It's perfect. Yeah. It's perfect. Anyway.
By the way, Charlie Kirk's widow has endorsed Spencer Pratt this afternoon. So that I don't know if that helps or hurts, but it's nationalizing the campaign, which is what I'd like to see happen.
Yeah,
Trump made some statements about it, but nationalizing will open up money for him. That's the important thing.
Oh, I agree. The Trump that wasn't necessarily helpful where he
We
is.
don't know. We don't know.
There
might be a lot of secret Trump
he
people
put out
here.
an ad immediately after
Yeah,
to
that was
help
great.
dance
That
around
was
that,
great.
saying I'm not MAGA or anything. I'm not MAGA or anything, but I like.
It was almost like, not that there's anything wrong with that. The gay reference by Seinfeld, and the, what if our wives knew we were voting for Pratt? Not that I'm MAGA or anything. It really well done.
Yeah, well, it's very interesting. Nathan Livingstone was pointing out that apparently Candace Owens now is, inviting Hunter Biden to her show and attacking Spencer Pratt. You're like, really? Wow.
Like, what did he do to her? I'm trying to understand, what is it that makes her tick in terms of what's Pratt's crime against Owens?
I don't know that it's a crime against her per se. It just, I think it may be that he is comfortable with a certain type of people.
What?
It only makes sense because as you go down the comments from that, and hold on, I think I actually sent it to you earlier. Nope, I don't have it on hand. That's fine. Okay. Either way, as you look at the comments of it, they go, "We're on to you and your Israeli friends." I guess Spencer Pratt said something nice about Jewish people in Israel.
Oh, God forbid!
Not obviously forbidden.
For the love of God.
And by the way, for those who are wondering, why are we, talking about this, and does it matter? Is there really any kind of op going on? Well, let's check this out real quickly. Here's some gentlemen at a table discussing some of these things we're talking about.
Now, within the Republican Party, we see the split, we see the fractures within the MAGA movement. You see the likes of Tucker Carlson, you see the likes of Candace Owens, you see the likes of Megyn Kelly, you see the likes of Steve Bannon. He's the one who coined MAGA. Do you know what MAGA means? Do you know what MAGA? Do you know what MAGA? MAGA, make America great again, right? MAGA, make Israel great again. So he said, either you're MAGA or MAGA. Choose. So he accuses people like Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin, who he calls Mark Tel Aviv Levin. That's what he calls him.
That's helpful.
Cracks are happening. So now, for those who continue to question, is our work paying off? I'm telling you, it is.
Yeah.
Is it where we want it to be? No, it's
not yet. No.
Is it where it should be? No, it's not. Are we able to get there? Yes, we are. Because Allah is providing evidence to us that your struggle is paying off, that your voices is making a difference. But it comes with what? It comes with sacrifices.
Yeah.
It comes with hardships. It's the same as Surah Al-Isra. You want the victory in the first and second round? It has to come with a sacrifice. It has to come with struggle. Today we're afforded another opportunity. America now is being divided. Spoke about the promise of Allah, the promise of victory. But if you go and through the ayahs again, you will find that victory comes through struggle. Comes through struggle. There are ups and downs. It depends on the situation of the ummah, of the belief.
Anyway, I think you get the point that there are people who are actively cheering this.
Well, not only that, you at home are going to have to choose sides. Either you're with these cats or you're not. And with these cats are the Megyn Kellys, the Steve Bannons, the Tucker Carlsons, and the Dave Smiths, and everyone else, and the Thomas Masseys. I'm sorry. These people are telling you to your face which side are. Well, I like both sides, Mark. I'd like to be on both sides. Apparently, that's not possible any longer because of these maniacs. We didn't start this, but we're gonna fucking finish it, bro. This thing's insane. They are willing to tear down the entire Republican Party because of their hatred of the Jews and Israel. And these people are funding it, they're supporting it, they're backing it, they're lauding it, they're making videos about it, but there's no connection. Why would you even think there's a connection? Give me a break. Give me a break. You have to decide at home, which side are you on? And I know that could be problematic for some people, but this is where we are, people. I did not see this coming, but this is where we are.
And even here, why choose sides?
Oh my God!
Think about it.
Again, I just
chat. I just recruit you. Chat,
thank
please
you.
Explain.
Please.
Just explain.
Please go ahead.
Some
Chat,
time.
talk to him again. It boggles the mind, the level of insanity on some of these issues. Really boggles the mind.
But Mark, it's really it's pure. It's natural.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
the
a
only
natural
people
grassroots
paying
movement.
this.
It's a natural grass. It was started by Mark Levin, who, by the way, has written some of the great anti-Marxist books that I highly recommend, along with David Horowitz, in the same tradition. Fantastic books by both of those authors on Marxism in America and how it has to be destroyed.
All right. Now, while we're talking about Marxism, I just saw this earlier, and I don't know if you had seen it, but I do find it quite amusing. Brendan Carr put this out. Apparently, Disney has filed a petition with the FCC asking the agency to declare that The View is exempt from the statutory equal opportunities requirements that would otherwise apply to broadcast shows. Disney argues that The View qualifies as bona fide news under the law, comparing itself to Meet the Press or Face the Nation. Now, I asked the chat.
That's great.
And everybody, and comment below. Do you compare and do you see The View as comparable to Meet the Press and Face the Nation?
Wow. Is Whoopi Goldberg Eric Severide in drag? I mean, some of these people on there couldn't even be on a normal TV show, let alone Meet the Press or Face the Nation.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about the politics of some of these shows. I mean,
exactly.
They pretend to be neutral, but at least they are in the category. There's no way anybody can find The View.
Whoopi Goldberg is so fat and ugly, she couldn't even do a Jell-O commercial and get paid for it. I mean, there is no line of work that Whoopi Goldberg could actually make a living at, other than sitting at the end of that couch, waking and baking on level 11 cannabis every day, just spouting whatever she comes to her drug-addled brain.
I agree. And by the way,
Meet the Press. Wow, I didn't see that coming.
It's in the damn name.
The View.
It's not the news. It's The View, as in the editorial panel.
Right.
Oh my God, it's so bonkers. So anyway, I did find that to
good
be,
for Brendan Carr to fight back against Disney. You know, at least he's doing something. I wish he was harsher.
Right. Well, and he has put it out, and he's asking for people to comment on it. There's a public notice here. So if
I think legally he has to do that, Eric.
Yeah, you can comment on it, and this is put out for everybody. So people on X, please look for Brendan Carr.
Look this up. If you don't see it visually, Eric, tell them what the link is. So
that's what I'm telling them right now.
Okay.
Look for Brendan Carr FCC, his account, and you'll find this posting.
Touche.
And then you can follow it and lead it. Go down that path.
Wow.
And I highly.
Yeah, the FCC has a very user-friendly website, by the way.
Oh, good. That must be.
They really do. They really do.
All right. Well, I'm going to jump to an important part of our show, which is our fan funding, because thank God.
Fan funding, FF.
Those of you helping us out. Wonderful to have a sponsor. I'll start with the Rumble rant. Biltong, King of Biltong, had to say, looking for real food, try some Biltong, made with clean ingredients and done the right way. At Biltong USA, we don't make processed junk. Check out www.biltong.usa. Use code AUS for 10% off. Always appreciate the support. And look at that. We have some more rants. Somebody defending you, Logjam 11.
Get out.
All caps, so he's shouting the message. Rule, rock on, Mark.
Thank you.
So, and then we continue here with Bulgardi, Bulgadari. I'd love to see you guys do a series on Richard Jewell.
Okay.
Why?
Why? I mean, I think there's movies and documentaries on it.
Yeah, I think there's
quite a bit
out
on
there.
Richard Jewell.
Anyway,
yeah.
And to the
There's a guy
super
woke
chat.
up and he said, "I'd like to see this." Is this the jukebox, the human jukebox? I'd like to see this. Go ahead.
Well, it feels like that sometimes, even in our chat. We actually have somebody in the chat that's complaining every minute, saying, "I'm bored of this. Move on. I'm bored of this. Move on."
Okay, I don't know what that means, but
why is he there? We're talking about. I'm not interested. Move on.
Why is he there?
I don't know. Well, no, they're here for you, Mark. They love
no,
you.
that I doubt.
No, I promise you, they love you. I'm here for Mark. I'm here for Mark. All right.
What's this guy squawking about? Tommy.
Boboism is saying, "Oh, Tommy Robinson," and I'm sure it's in a tune.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right.
So,
he did. I saw him walking through the crowd doing a video vlog during the protest. I thought was very interesting in London.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he had Jesse Lee Peterson there too, or so talking with them or something. I don't know. Let me see. Jelly Donut has been a member for 13 months. Let me see. Donuts, that's a baker's dozen, right? 13 months. No clickbait here, only truth and correct opinions. They're not always correct. They're just opinions, but we do stand by them as best we can.
We have made some correct predictions, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Over the years.
Absolutely. TSM Money said they sang that at the Unite the Kingdom rally.
What's the tune? What is it?
The Tommy Robinson song. I don't know how it goes. A Remble chat said that.
Okay.
Anthony Madison's, pointing out it's Trump's fault, obviously. And Boboism is saying Sweden loves America and Trump.
Okay.
I think that's Sweden.
S-E-K?
Yeah. I think that's a Swedish kroner. And he's asking Mark and Eric, can we trust Ratcliffe?
So far. Until we learn otherwise, seems to be
okay.
Yeah. Again, who knows? But so far, so good.
Well, I don't know. We've got a Ratcliffe here. Ray Epps needs to go to prison.
Ray Epps needs to go to prison. Ratcliffe. Absolutely. Byrd needs to go to prison. Ray Epps needs to go to prison. Liz Cheney needs to go to prison. I'm sorry that offends so many people, but there's got to be retribution for this incredible psyop and the torture that they put these people through, these grandmothers in the gulag. I'm sorry.
Schiff.
What's that?
Schiff. That guy needs to
go too. Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, that scumbag was out today talking about Tulsi Gabbard. He tweeted out saying, "Oh, I feel terrible about her husband, and hopefully he gets health. But let me be clear. The only good thing she did for the intelligence world was resign today."
Oh, for the love of God. These people are so incredibly shameless.
I agree. Tractor Guy Diffuse 56 gifted 10 America's Untold Stories memberships.
I hope you come to the meetup, by the way, Tractor Guy. If you start now, you could get there by June 27th with that thing. He's coming out of Minnesota.
What was it? The David Lynch lawnmower movie?
With a lawnmower movie, yeah. You could get there through Nebraska. You cut through there, and in case there's any impediments, you could cut through with your tractor on the way to Southern California.
I think it's a great idea.
Nobody will even look at you if you get on the freeway here with that. They won't even bat an eye.
Well, look at this. Dr. Evil has been a member for 34 months.
National League record.
3 years.
National League record.
There's some that are longer, but it's up there. Definitely up there. K-Dog, happy Memorial Day. Honor those who... You see, I'm not blaming you, K-Dog. I struggle with that too because I want to celebrate America and Memorial Day. I even have the flag as that. I'm wearing a watch band with the flag. But I do have... It's a struggle because it's really commemorating versus celebrating. So it's kind of the happy Memorial Day I struggle with.
What are you supposed to say?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like, I mean, it is a hard one because it is kind of a.
You're struggling with this. Happy Memorial Day.
But thank you, K-Dog, and I know this, sentiment's there. Anyway, honor those who sacrifice so we can have shows like this, even though some think that may not be a good thing.
Having a show
you've been
like
reading
this?
the comments occasionally.
Oh,
huh?
wow.
Anyway, but anyway, thank you. And by the way, I do hope everybody has something planned for Memorial Day weekend. Spend with family and loved ones. You have military, definitely.
25.
Hopefully do something with them. Dr. Evil, they should take Nancy P's ill-gotten gains and give it to the January Sixers.
Yeah, I don't care. They now have a fund, is the point. Why? Trump came out today. They tried to smear him, saying the money was for him. I mean, it's insane attempts to smear Trump. And he said, I've lost billions doing this job as president.
This is the part that everybody that I hate because no, it's going to piss you and everybody else off. The one problem with the case is that Trump is the defendant and the plaintiff at the same time.
Okay,
and that causes problems because in essence he's suing himself and saying, okay, you win, and I think that's the legal hang up that is causing some problems.
Creating the
Everything
commission and the distribution of the money
whatever
is all I care about. The commission and the distribution of the money to the J6ers, the final goal is what I care the most about. How we got there, I don't really care that much about, but the goal I care about.
Right. Finley Sallow in Rumble just said, and I did see this earlier, I'm not sure what to think, but Trump just canceled his trip to Bedminster where he was going to be attending the wedding of Donald Trump Jr. And said he has to be at the White House. So
what do you make of that, Hunley?
That Memorial Day weekend is a long weekend, and so I would not
think
rule
Hunley's
out
onto something here.
something could be heating up this weekend.
Yeah, it's just taken too long. There's just been too much back and forth. It's time to bomb the shit out of them, and let's go. Let's get this done. I mean, you can't give them weeks of nothing, and just expect them to fine tune their deals as if you're dealing with Morgan Stanley. I mean, this is just taking too long. Bomb stop, bomb stop, bomb stop.
Well, the latest on it this past week was that I think Oman and the other Arab countries were getting involved, and I do think that Trump is kind of doing a whole. I gave him this, I gave him that. I'm letting them step in. I'll let Pakistan try. I'll let the whole damn world try. They're not cooperating. We got to do this. So
no, I think he is a man of peace at the end of the day and does not want to bomb. I mean, I think that becomes apparent that, of course, they say he's a warmonger. There hasn't been a shot fired in weeks because of the ceasefire. What happened to your Gaza genocide, by the way, people of the left? It sort of went away because
they still say it.
No, but I'm saying that war has been over for months, and nobody said thank you to Donald Trump for ending the whatever the thing was, and nobody will thank him for getting the uranium out of the Ayatollah's ass. And no one will stop him when he extends the ceasefire, support him when he extends the ceasefire between Putin and the dictator of Ukraine. But nevertheless, he keeps going.
Well, let's be honest. Comic Dave Smith types will say that it's still a genocide. It's still happening. They don't.
All right.
They don't look at the clock. It's like Iran's still happening.
I didn't see his name on the ballot.
No fights.
I didn't see his name on the ballot, so I don't really care what a stand-up comic from wherever the hell he's from says. It doesn't have the gravitas for me.
I agree. I'm just
I mean,
you asked what happened, and that's my answer.
No. I understand. Yeah, it's just these are not credible people. That's all.
Finley Sallow said that Trump met with his national security team today per Axios. Yeah, I'm sure he probably did. I think I said on Tuesday, he likes Fridays, and it's a nice long weekend. And because Mark said 2 days, and I'm like, well, this has a nice, comfortable 3-day bracket in there.
Yep.
A lot could be done over his holiday weekend.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be at his son's wedding. I mean, he loves his son, and there's other fish to fry.
That's true. And with it being a holiday on Monday, the stock market can't do anything until Tuesday.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying this is a. All right, Mike Schaefer, homeless need small, achievable jobs when they become clean and sober.
That's what I was talking about, Mike. He's right. These are jobs you get in sobriety that are just tiny little jobs. Usually, and there's a bunch of different things that are traditional. Selling replacement ink toner on the phone is a common. They have call centers just filled with sober people, newly sober people, who can do that menial task of calling someone on the phone about replacement ink toner, as one example.
I think that would be, in some ways, a pretty good job for them. And it's interacting with somebody and learning a sales skill is useful too, because that's one of the hardest jobs out there. Go try doing phone sales sometime, everyone. I encourage you. It's difficult as hell.
Well, traditionally, that has been a clean and sober newbie job here in LA for decades. Yeah.
William Ratcliffe. I thought only illegals can hear the whistle.
It's that pitch.
Illegals can subscribe to the channel if they wish.
As well, if they have to prove who they are, though, that's trouble.
Well, we're not going to ID them. At least I'm not. I can't speak for Mark, but I will not ID you. We encourage everyone to watch. Mike Schaefer said only wealthy liberals, especially white ones, can hear.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's true. And other than Mark, they the only ones that can blow on it. Charlie from Florida, Raul Castro indicted.
Yeah.
Indicted, not in. Okay, yeah, indicted like Maduro was earlier. Will there be a Maduro 2.0 operation at Castro?
I was thinking the same thing, Charlie. I was pondering that myself yesterday when they indicted him. There was some people down. It was 2 days ago. It was very emotional down in Miami. Some of the Cubans who spoke on camera, how long they've waited for this. People in America do not understand how emotional this is for Miami Cubans. They were just weeping in the streets when the Justice Department announced the indictment of Raul Castro. I assume that will play out maybe the same way as Maduro, but I don't know.
From what
they may just go down and get him, Eric.
I was going to say, I have a feeling that there are people down there who will just hand them over. And they may not have to actually go in.
Ratcliffe, the head of the CIA, was there a month ago.
That's okay.
I don't know what that was about. The head of the CIA went down to Havana and met with the Castro regime, Ratcliffe.
Right. What I'm saying is, what was it? Castro Fidel's grandson is a fan. His daughter is kind of pro-American with Trump. So I have a feeling that they may just hand him over. It'd be easier. The guy's old as hell anyway.
Well, the crime was blowing an American civilian airplane out of the sky with air-to-air missiles from a MiG, Cuban MiGs, of a small plane that was dropping supplies and first aid to the Cubans, and they were civilians. So that's the murder of the Americans that the indictment refers to.
All right. I don't know if this is a joke or not. I think this is probably just continuing the meme. But Newsmax reporting Rubio to be named new DNI head.
That is possible.
Well, he's a national security advisor still. I don't think
right.
No,
that. This is not. This may actually be true. This may actually be true, Eric.
So, well, I mean, he'll have every damn job in the administration. Which is remarkable. And let me see, Tim McLaughlin has been a member for 39 months. So there you go. 3 years and 3 months. Thank you, Tim McLaughlin. We do deeply appreciate the continued
Wow,
support.
that's a long time, Eric.
You think? That is a hell of a long time. All right. Well, at this point, though, we are going to ourselves head over to the fantastic location where you'll find a lot of other supporters, and that is locals, unstructured.locals.com. And I hope you consider following us over there. You can become a member completely free. And if you choose to support us, that obviously will help too. And when you support, you can interact more. You can post your own articles, participate in the chat there. There's, a full-blown chat that's been going on simultaneously. 148 people right now have been chatting through much of the show. And other features, books that are very hard to find, some movies that have been uploaded, things like that. Five-part audio drama. We put together an Oswald, the LBJ audio drama. There's a lot of material in locals. I even do a weekly kind of hangout with people in locals called the Grill Stream every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, and have a regular crew that hangs out there. It's a hangout, just a fun, mellow thing where a lot of times people just snipe at me for a while. So there's probably people in the chat who would love to go and troll me on Saturdays, it appears, and that'll be your opportunity. And until that point, though, if you don't see us anywhere else, we will be back next Tuesday, and we will see you then.
Okay.